Katha is an art which was born of basic necessities of the villagers of Bengal. Gradually, visions and imaginations of individuals found expression in their creations. An old Katha is a vibrant reflection of the flavor of the village. নকশি কাঁথাটি বিছাইয়া সাজু সারা রাত আঁকে ছবি ও যেন তাহার গোপন ব্যথার বিরহিয়া এক কবি অনেক সুখের দুঃখের স্মৃতি ওরই বুকে আছে লেখা তার জীবনের ইতিহাসখানি কহিছে রেখায় রেখা These lines by the poet Joshimuddin express beautifully how a katha reflects the experiences and emotions of its creator. The remarkable quality of katha needlework as a purely spontaneous expression based on personal desire of the embroiderer is found to be even more extraordinary because of the fact that it appeared both as a phenomenon of a region as well as of an ethnic group. Only the women folk of rural Bengal make such exquisite embroideries. There is no doubt that these inspired creations in needle and thread reflect the abilities of a hand charged with powers beyond the realm of logic or training. There can be no other explanation for putting together such splendid objects with such spontaneity and skill, other than the purpose of achieving the quintessential joy of making it. The particular female expression, as seen on the embroidered quilts, points to the use of needle thread cloth as a media of expression for the homestead-bound women of rural Bengal. A Nokshi Katha is her canvas, her letter paper, her diary. It comprises her thoughts, feelings, imaginations, transferred into rustic patterns which form the basis of not only poetic or happy thoughts, but also her fears and anger etched upon cloth. The word katha is widely understood all over Bengal as a multi-layered wrap or spread stitched with minute needlework to obtain a thickness which reinforces the worn-out cloth of which it is made. Three great religions of India, that is, Hinduism, which came earliest, Buddhism second, and Islam, which followed, each influenced kathas so greatly that designs and motives evolved into unique decorative art form. The historical developments of the past in the region of ancient Bengal, bringing migrant races who gradually fused into the indigenous agriculture of the local people, the religious teachings of the Buddha, the ancient mythology of Hinduism, the unifying human values of Sufism and Islam, all flowed into the river of life, shaping the rich culture we own today. In Nokshi Katha, we can find motifs symbolizing human beings, animals, flowers, different kind of creepers, household objects, images related to harvesting, mythology, sun, moon, stars, and many other closely known images. All these subjects mingle together with the faith, desires, and emotions of their creator pouring out of a needle with ease. Old cloth are layered and stitched together. The designs are drawn. Outlines are stitched first, using running stitch or back stitch.
যদি যেত জানা জংলা কভু পোষ মানে না আমি তবে ওহাই প্রেম করতাম না আমি তবে ওহাই
Quiltings are done using different colors and stitches.
লালন ফকির কেঁদে কয় পাখি কখন জানি উড়ে যায় পাখি কখন জানি উড়ে যায় একটা বদ হাওয়া লেগে খাঁচাই কখন জানি উড়ে যায় পাখি কখন জানি উড়ে যায়
After completing the embroidery, quilting is done to fill up the empty spaces.
পাখি কখন জানি উড়ে যায় পাখি কখন জানি উড়ে যায় একটা বদ হাওয়া লেগে খাঁচাই কখন জানি উড়ে যায়
The stitches generally used are running stitch, double running stitch, darning stitch, bending stitch, back stitch, cross stitch, buttonhole stitch, chain stitch, satin stitch, and herringbone stitch.
Here I'll speak about the Satgao quilts. This is an extinct form of embroidered Bengal quill. These are actually one of the many Indo-Portuguese trade textiles that went from Bengal to Europe in the 16th and 17th centuries. They were commission textiles initiated by the Portuguese and later on carried on by the English and the Dutch to Europe. These are monochrome embroideries done mainly on white cotton with muga or tussar silk. They formed a very insignificant part of the trade records, but they overwhelmed with their aesthetics, their iconography, their designs, and sometimes by their sizes. These are not the original ones, these are small replicas developed from the larger ones. These pieces were usually monochrome, done on white cotton with golden muga, but the use of colors either in the background or in the stitches was not unknown. What is however most distinctive about these pieces is their iconography. It is a